everybody. Welcome to the Duckhook Show. We have a great panel here for you. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi,
guys.
Yes, you will see there's 5 of us that will be taking you through the show today. Everyone, it's a big show today because we've finally reached that point where it's going to be the Duckhook Open. Qualifying has finished. 3 months and 9 tournaments have completed to get the field of 48 players who will be teeing it up. So keep on watching so you can see what the field will be like and what the handicaps are going to be, so we can see who's going to win and what needs to be done, shall we say. That's not the only thing. Blue Valley happened this past Sunday for Sunday 2 to finish off the 6th event, and now we move on to July. Can you believe it? We are there already. So thank you for watching. If you're watching already, you're welcome to put your comments on the chat line, and we will include you into what we have to say. Boys, are we ready?
Yes.
Fricky,
Yeah,
apparently
Yeah.
you are playing
Yes.
so shit, you'll never be able to win the Open. That's what you said.
Yes, correct. Hopefully that jinx myself and I can then maybe hopefully win it. But had a 2-day session of videos and some practicing sessions just to get a swing in place because the last 2 months was really bad. So let's see how it goes.
Janne, I'm going to go to Rajan first. Hello, Rajan. This is the first time you're on the show, right?
The second time, I believe.
Is that
Yeah.
really? Wow. So give us a
Yeah.
bit of a background. You were playing a lot of Duckhook, and then you left to America to go and harass the girls there, right? And work on the
Yeah,
golf
correct.
courses. And now you're back. How was that?
Yes, correct. No, it was good. I had a lot of fun. Was away for a year and 8 months. So Yaku dragged me into Duckhook. Played Kailami the Thursday, and then the past Sunday, obviously played Valley and had a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. You had so much fun that you shot a 60 what?
7.
67, gents. Johnny, what was your lowest at Huddle? Because the guys will ask me what's the lowest score ever recorded on a Duckhook League game. And I said you might have done 67 at Huddle on a Thursday league. You won.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it's either 67, 68. It's roughly there. I think it was 5 under, if I remember correctly. But
All right. So for the sake of trying to hold a stat, these two gentlemen at the bottom here hold the record for lowest score. You're going to take us through it. When we get to Blue Valley very soon, we will take you through the scorecard, because I suppose if the guys haven't seen it, it's a scorecard that should be celebrated. Yaku, it's open time. You just missed out last year in a playoff. Can we go one step further? We had a practice round on Tuesday, so we've got a lot of videos to show you to preview. But, as I said, can you take it one step further?
Yeah, Mas. Hopefully, this year it's my turn. A couple of playoffs the last couple of years. So let's see. You need to be on form to be the top player for that specific days. So let's see.
Johnny, you won 2 years ago. You're lucky, Botsy. Can you do it again?
well, I think it's going to come down to, I think, the Botsy aiming corner, 11, 12, 13. I think that's where you can make strokes up on the field, and I think that year that I won there, I think I shot 2 under over those 3 holes. And so, yeah, I think that's the 3 main holes. So if I can do it again this year, I think I stand a chance.
Great. The guys are already typing their messages. Hansi was first up. Hello there, Martin, Nant, Duck, Shannon. Good evening, Ducks. Nico Kruger. Evening, Ducks. Paul Valenkamp. Hello, everybody. Gerard says, how's it? Awe, Marse Kinders. Karen says, hello, Duckies. Andre's watching. Lucas Burke is watching. Jenny is watching. Vimpy says, how's it, boys? Barry says, hello, champ. You played with Barry. Barry, you must have been very impressed with Rujan at Blue Valley. Nico says you're going to run out of screen space. Why? Mark, how's it, Mark? Hello, Mark. Rudolph says, skus aren't manne dames. Skus. What does skus mean?
Skis.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Peter's watching. Brian's watching. Let me put this one in for you and put him in a place there. Ooh. Let's hold on. grab him. Brian says, good evening, Ducks. Rujan, well played. You shot 67. Well done. Glenn Williams shoots that in 9 holes. Okay. That's probably true.
Good.
Brandon says, how's it, Ducks? Looking forward to the Open. Gary says, how's it, ladies and gents? All the way from Kenya. Jeez, he's never in the country. This is Gary. How's it, ladies and gents? All the way from Kenya. Ricky says, how's it? Yeah, I could go on forever. That means everybody's watching. Awesome. So let's remind you what is happening post the Open. Is we move to Sunday one at Krugersdorp the following Sunday from it's 11 o'clock. I managed to move the tee times 20 minutes earlier so that we should finish. Yes, Thursday League, Silver Lakes will be at 07:20. And then Sunday 2, Acacia on the 20th of July, also a 7 a.m. start. So we got some early starts. Yes, I know it's winter, but we need to suffer. But look what happened on the 21st of June, the winter solstice. You know what that means, Donnie?
It is now being longer days, shorter nights.
Yes. So
So
for the
summer's
2 months
on
where
its
people
way.
lost their minds, hopefully we get some more
It's
time.
over.
And then we can go back to normal. I don't guarantee this is Krugersdorp, although we're teeing off early, but we shouldn't have as many issues anymore because by the time we get to August, things should be back to normal. Happy days. Yay. I'm sure there's a lot of people saying, buy a donkey, buy a donkey. All right. There's another thing that I want to show you. If you missed the show or you've been under a rock lately, we have a trip for the Classic that Marla Tours is sponsoring. This is it. Salivating, I'm sure.
That's awesome.
It's going to be awesome. A lot
That's
of guys
awesome.
were talking about it at Blue Valley. It's a talking point. So if you still want to go on that trip, don't forget to contact Fats at Marla Tours and book your spot right now. And then if you do win the Classic, then he will refund you because it's free. Everything included. Alles. The only thing that's not included is your golf shoes and balls and stuff, which you'll probably need to buy. Yes, but the flights are included and yeah. There we go. But that's not the only thing. We have another great prize for the Classic. And this is going to be a Strixon Tour stand bag is another prize. So thank you very much to Strixon for sponsoring this bag for us to win. So there's so far a lot to play for. So think about it. If that trip's over 40,000, that bag is also quite a bit. We were sitting almost on 60K when you include flights and stuff, just on prizes so far. And there's still 3 months to go. Who would like a Strixon bag?
Me.
Donnie, you got enough. How many bags you got? You got plenty. The other person who got a beautiful US Open Strixon bag lately, because he's got connections, I wonder who that would be.
Yeah.
I don't know. No idea.
All
I
right.
want to show you Gerard de Bruto's bag. That's a very nice bag, Gerard.
Yeah, no, thanks, Mas. Much appreciated.
Where'd you get it?
I saw it on Instagram, obviously a week or so before the Open started, the US Open, that is. And yeah, I just had to get one. And yeah, obviously made a few calls, people I know, and then yeah, eventually got it.
Helps when you have connections with Strixon, eh?
Ah, definitely, yeah. So was in awe when I got it.
Let's have a look. Look at these covers. How nice is that?
Yeah, no, it obviously came with the bag.
Yes. Very nice.
Sweet, thanks, guys.
Is it going to make you win?
I hope so, eh? Yeah, we'll see.
Looking forward to Blue Valley?
100%, yeah. Ready as can be.
It did not make him win, unfortunately. He didn't even win his singles game. Sorry, Gerard.
Who's his connections? I want to also know.
There might be a few of them on this panel that are his
Oh, That's it.
Um,
Right, boys.
Nico
Lekker
Kruger
tussen die
says,
bietjie kry.
I have a bag, and you've actually got a very nice one. I think it's that white one, Nico. That's a really nice bag. Take that off. And then Mark says, me, I need a new one. Right. And then Rudolph, maybe you could win it. I need a new one for I damaged mine at Benoni Lakes. Why did you do that? All right. So keep watching this space, and we'll start advertising more prizes up for grabs. Let's get into Blue Valley. This was the top 10 on a very nice day. Rajan Lessing was not really there halfway, and then he went crazy. -7 to finish, 43 points, earning himself 650 ranking points, and pretty much a all-paid trip to the Open. Brandon Fenter, great round, -5. Ashley Herman is still playing some good golf, -2. Tommy Fenter, -2. Barry Fenter, -1. Gerard Bezaidnot, -1. Rudolph, -1. Wimpy Force, -1. So besides the top two, the scoring was pretty good. Yeah. Jean, take us through your scorecard.
Yeah, I started on 10 in the morning. Hit a good tee shot down the middle, and then it happened. I fluffed one into the water, dropped it, made double. Kept it together nicely on the back. Obviously, you'll see I made a couple of birdies. Probably the best of them all was on 18 when I made the 3. Also out of nowhere, but that gave me the foundation to have a good back 9. Made the 3 birdies coming in, and shot to 67. So except from the 10th, it was flawless golf. I putted well for the day as well, which was satisfying.
Dude, it's pretty good, Donnie. Don't you think?
Yeah. No, it is. Considering also he started with a double on 10, that is it's solid golf, because like you can see, that's the only mistake he made on the day, and it's all pars. Whether it's easy pars or up and down pars, it's all pars and birdies, and the one eagle. It's good golf. It means his ball striking was good on the day. Everything just felt good when he was playing.
Jaco, you were saying you don't think there's much longer than Rajan in the Duckhook tour.
Yeah, I must. I also had the privilege to play with Rajan on Sunday. It was definitely something to om na te gekyk het. He's from driving, down the middle, and he hits it long. I saw him move ver. And then chipping and putting. If he did miss the greens, he made some clutch putts as well. So no, it was really something to aanskou. Well done, Rajan.
Well done, Rajan. It's not a fluke. You can play some golf. So I think what's important to note is at your level of golf, that can happen, where the putts go down, you hit a couple of close chips, and you can score really low. At our level of golf, we're just praying that we can try and make pars, right? So when it happens, it happens.
Yeah, I think it goes both ways, though. For me, at my level that I play at, everything needs to work on the day. You need to strike it good, as what Donnie mentioned. And then obviously there's holes in there that you guys didn't see, where I had to make up and downs and the scorecard looked. But I think especially even a higher handicap can do that. You get guys that's a 10 handicap that goes out and shoots a 75. It feels exactly the same. What I did feels the same for him. It just works.
On the day. Flicker, we're still waiting for that day, right?
Yeah, look, I miss those odd days, but yeah, hopefully it can come soon. This winter must just get past now.
It's been a while. I just want to give a shout out to Brandon Fenter, because he shot -5. He put in a lot of effort to get to this, and unfortunately his only prize is a bit of a snip of the handicap. But well done, well played. He's put as I was saying, a lot of practice, he said, on aspects of his game where he was losing shots. So very nice. 19 points in the back, 22 points in the front. Almost. He must have thought that he's right there, only to get taken out. Let's go to The pin winners. These were the guys who won the closest to the pins.
Yeah, bro. So we've got the par 3 second, Mr. Vaughan Williams. He had 45 centimeters there. On the par 3 eighth, 6 on towel or the cap was Justin Boyce on 1 meters. Closest to the pin in 2, par 4 seventh, Mr. Adam Fords, 30 centimeter. I remember he said by a close. And then par 3 12, the obscura voucher was Mr. Wimpy the Force de Villiers, 1.1 meters. Well done, boys.
I just want to add that par 3 second, that flag was so tucked in the back there. There's actually no place to hit it, right? So
Yeah, it
to
was
be
a tight.
45 centimeters away, it must have been an unbelievable shot.
Yeah, Mazo. I mean, from my point of view, obviously I started well. Let's just say that, and I actually attacked the flag, and I bounced just in front of the flag, and then obviously it rolled over. But by the time that we got to that one, I mean, for that to be 45 centimeters, that's crazy good shot. You know, to even stop it on that one. So
Yeah, crazy.
yeah, no,
Yes, proper tiger line.
Also, Maz, if you take where that pin was, there was a little bit of a ridge where the bunker side was like at the corner. So, you know, most of that bounces would have sort of fed right to the center of the green if the ball bounced there. So it's a good shot, really good shot to get it that close.
Brilliant. I don't even think you know it's that close until you actually get there, to be honest. Boys at the bottom here, you guys won the 4-ball alliance on 92, 20, minus 20. Jaco, pretty good, eh?
Yeah, so as Rajan mentioned, we teed off at number 10. So I think Barry made a 2-pointer and Peter made a 1-pointer. So that was our only slip for the day. If we go to number 18, we made a nice 8-pointer there. So Rajan made his eagle and Peter made a birdie, also for a 4-pointer. So we had like internal match play game. And it's bad to make an eagle in your half the hole.
Yeah, imagine. Sorry.
Yeah, and then if you look at the rest of the holes, 6-pointers, 4-pointers. But the way Rajan and Barry played, Barry also played well. I think he just made some mistakes on the last couple of holes. He was also -4, -5. So between the two of them, they mainly contribute to the 4-ball alliance.
And then where does that put you in the season of points, best points scored? That brings you into at least this graphic, right? Because you took over a -19, which I can't remember who that was now. But we're still chasing Hansi, Jacomin, Bernard, and Vieja on -22, 94 points. That was a top score at Goldfields. Okay. Best of the par threes. This is always interesting to look at. Andre Wessels and Ricky Pereira leading the way, and Rudy van der Vat, -2, -2, -2. Well done to them. Ricky made a 4-point on the second and on the 12th. Very nice. So you made some pars there, Ricky, I would only assume. Anyway, Rajan, -1. You had what would that have been? A birdie on the second, did you?
Yeah, I did. I made a 2 there.
So you also had a good shot there. Damn.
Yeah, I hit it left of the pin. I didn't want to hit it there, but it got there.
Okay. How long was the putt?
What was it? Probably, 10 feet? I think Jaco might correct me on that. Maybe a little bit closer. I don't know.
No, it's about 2.5 to 3 meters, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best of the par fours, Brendan Fenter on -3 took this one. Tommy Wimpy on -2. Dana is -1 with Jacobus Erasmus. Rajan was -1 there, even with the 0 points on the 10th. Anybody else in this group? Nobody else here. So this is what it looked like. 23 points for Brandon. He made just about all his points on the par 4. So that is well played. If we move to the par 5s, it's the big hitting Martin Tauter and Rajan. They top it at -5 each. So they absolutely ate up the par 5s. But Martin, look at that. 4 points, 4 points, 1.4 points. It would have been unbelievable if he managed to get a full house of 4 points. I don't think I would have ever seen that.
Yeah, Mazo, that's crazy. I mean, obviously, he's a long hitter, and good to see his form coming back. So obviously on a par 5, making that 4-pointers, That's crazy. But yeah, just like well done, Martin. Next time, work on all 4 of them, eh?
Yeah, that'd be great. Donnie, you don't feature. Could you not reach the par fives? What's happening?
Yeah, I remember it's like I wasn't that well on Sunday, so I just took it a nice little easy. But yeah, it's like how long these boys were hitting. It's like no.
Were you taking it easy because you didn't want to overdo it and shit yourself?
That's it.
So you had a bit of a stomach issue, right?
Yeah, considering it's like I was up that morning quite early, so yeah. But hey, I still shot 75 the way I felt with a double on the last, so I'll take it.
Okay. Ricky says
Mas,
almost a couple
yeah,
of birds.
go.
Dit is net papier.
Yeah, Ricky.
Mas, I want to mention, I just want to tell the Ducks that even if you are feeling bad, don't cancel on the day. Come play a shit game. It's fine. It's still lekker.
Still lekker to be there. Exactly. Juliet says, no. As I was pressing to put Juliet's thing, then Gerard popped up. Donnie is getting old now. He can't make the par fives. Yeah. Juliet says, good
Yeah,
evening,
no, no,
Ducks
no.
and Lady
Yeah.
Ducks from the beautiful Mossel Bay. I hope you're playing some golf there at Mossel Bay. Right. Let's move on.
Donnie, jy kom op. Hoor, go for it. Gooi hom.
Ja nee, ek wou net gesê dat at least ek speel nog nie van die seniors af nie.
Yet. Let's have a look at the Amen corner, or the Duckhook corner, as we like to call it. This was last year, 2024. The first, the second, the third. Right? The first was the hardest. The second was the second hardest. This year around, it's completely flip-turned because the 10th, 11th, and 12th was the hardest holes. The 10th was under 1 point average, which is really, really low. It's probably because where that pin was, like in the narrowest part of that green, right behind the water. I can tell you I also found the water, so I contributed with Rujan to the 0.95 average. The par 4 11th, which is a stroke 1, played the 9th hardest. But the par 3 12th, which is also fascinating why that would be the second hardest hole at 1.38 points. What do you think that is? It's pretty straightforward, that par 3 12th.
I think it's a
Yeah,
speed
but
of the green.
Yeah, the
Go for
pin
it,
was
go for
also in
it.
a difficult position. Huh? The pin was also in a difficult position. It was in the front. So it was only like 1 or 2 meters on, so that made it difficult. So you was easily to short sight yourself, to up and down, for a single digit handicap, and then you get easily a 1 pointer.
Anybody else?
Yeah, especially I think it's like also like a couple of our guys in R4 will hit it like sort of middle right on top of that top tier where the bunker is, and that putt from down like or from up there to the hole was very slick. So yet again, it was easy to maybe just like overhit it or underhit it, and you left with a long second putt back to move far. So I think that could be the other thing as well.
Okay. These are the guys who qualified for the Open from Sunday 2. Doesn't mean they all are available, but this is what the top 14 looked like. It was Brandon Martin, Vaughan Rajan, Sudesh Gerard, Adam, Ashley, Tommy, Henry, Donna, Vimpy, Rudolph, and Barry. There's actually only one in this group here that's unavailable, and that is Vimpy. But there was a couple of guys who finished in, who also had qualified in Sunday 1 already. So they stay on Sunday 1. Well done to those gentlemen. So this is what Sunday 2 standings look like now. Brandon Fent, if you're watching, look at you. You're now leading by 6 points. You've done an absolute leapfrog over everybody, and you've gone to first position. So now you have it all to play for with 5 events left. Can you captain the Sunday 2 shootout team? Not only will you be the captain of the Josie, but you could be Sunday 2 captain. There's a lot of inspiration and motivation for you. Gerard de Bruda still stays at second, 179. With Sudesh, 179. Donna Perumal, 175. Gerard Bezena, 173. Yaku, there you are, 170. 15 behind. I know it's a lot, but anything can happen. Bernard is slowly going down, 170. Quibus, 165. Martin, 164. These guys are pretty far back. I don't know if you can catch them. Yaku, a lot to be done, eh?
Yeah, Mas. 15 shots it's a lot of. I think how many games are left? I think 5.
5.
So
Yeah.
you're looking at 5 average per game, but you need to keep in consideration with the great round that Brandon had. He's also going to get cut now. So let's say if he's been cut by 2 shots, 2 times 5 is already 10 shots that he's losing over the next 5 games. So yeah, keep that.
That's very true. You know your stats. So he's got a bit of work to do just to keep that lead, because we'd expect him to start going backwards now. Jenny says, oops. Jenny says, don't get comfy. I'm getting back at the top 10 board for Sunday too. Well, I hope so. I really do. Let's have a look at what the standings look like, the play of the season now. I'm going to put in the end of May, and this is what it looked like at the end of May, with Bernard Schulz on averaging 212, Grant second, Jamie third, Fricky fourth, Vaughan fifth, and so on. I'm going to update it now to what it looks like a month later, and there's a bit of shuffling around. Fricky's dropped from 4 to 6. Bernard the average is coming down. Everybody's average is coming down. I've added in the brackets the amount of games played. Jason's played 15, and this one on 166. Jamie's still there, 163. Grant has dropped from 2nd to 4th. Vaughan remains at 5. Brandon's jumped up to 10th. All he needs is a win, gents. Brandon needs a win, and he's going to be right up there. Yucky, you're still there. You've played the most games out of everybody, and you're on 140. So it's not over. If you win the Open, this entire page changes.
Yeah. So this whole season, I had a couple of second and third places. So I haven't had the privilege of winning one series game. So, but there's still a lot of games left for the season. So let's keep fingers crossed.
And no, you don't get ranking points for the best captain of the team series. Eh?
Listen, are we going to start? Sorry, go for it.
No, at least my teammates or team members should get it. So yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, there's a bit of a. I wanted to ask: is Jaco going to be our next Tommy Fleetwood?
Well, you can't really say that because he's won a major and he's won a couple of tournaments.
For this year, man, we focus on this year only.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine. Maybe.
We love you, eh?
Yeah, I think Tommy has played 159 games already, or tournaments, and he hasn't won one on the PGA. So it's sad, eh?
Poor. Sorry, Tommy. Let's have a look at the overall play of the season. Jamie Sherry is leading 2,621 points over Jason Ivins, 2,503 points. There's Grant, 2,400, and Yaku, you feature once again. Brandon's come in with 2,192 points. So it is quite tight at the top. Don't forget, the winner of the most points at the end of the season will win a Shrixon hamper. So it's still all to play for. Make those points, gentlemen. So Yaku is a bit of a stats nerd, and he sent me some stats. So I'm going to put them up, and he'll go through it. And then if you have any questions, anyone, ask. Here we are. Highest average courses, lowest average courses. Let's start with that, Jaco.
Yeah. So for the season that we've already played, so working on the averages for the courses, Benoni Lakes was the easiest course according to the stats. Then we had State Mines, and then we had Rijmsig. Then for the most difficult courses, as we can say, I think everybody remember Modderfontein. That was the first game of the season. It was wet, and it was just a big mess. So that was the most difficult course year to date. Then we had Pretoria Country Club, and then we had Houghton as well. So that gives us the overall picture of the easiest, the most difficult courses. Then we had a look at the exceptional rounds for the season so far. There was only 14 players that made 40 or 41 points.
Including Rujan?
Rujan was a double exceptional.
Oh, wow.
So he forms part of the 7 players, yeah.
Well done, Rujan. There's another star in your cap. Not that you really want it. Let's go to stats 2.
Yeah, so I normally keep all the stats as well, especially for the team series as well. So performing players. So what I've done is for all the games that has been played through the season, I've taken out the highest and the lowest of each and every player. To qualify for this, you needed to play at least 7 games. And as we can see, Ashley is currently the best performing
Sure.
player with 33.88 points. Then we have Wimpy, and then we have Gerrit Besaidenout as well. So you can look at it as it's very close to in the top 3. To make it interesting, as you know, for the whole season so far, to average 32 points or more, this is now again for 7 games or more, there's only 19 players
Cool.
that's averaging above 32 points per game.
Fricky.
So it shows you it's tough. It's tough to get the scoring up there. And I think it also contributes to the handicap system that we applying. So between Saga and Duckhook. So well done.
Well done, guys. Fricky, Wimpy
Yeah.
is leading that thing, and he was complaining about his handicap. What was the story there?
Yeah, look, it was very funny. When we started at Blue Valley, I heard him in the background saying, "Yeah, no, this Duckhook, and his handicap." And I said to him, "But you're playing well." And he says, "Yeah, but he hasn't played so long and all that kind of stuff." And I said, "But play a little bit more, and then you'll see how it phases out." That day he shoots -1, and I'm looking at him and says, "What no, Wimpy, come on." So well, we were having a good time laughing about that one. But yeah, it was funny. But Wimpy, we love you though.
Yes,
Keep
of
playing,
course. Of course. Rujan, now we're going to move to the open.
Yes.
Right. Take a guess at what you would need to shoot level. Right. Because your
68.
handicap has been vermorselig.
I know. I know.
What is it going to be?
Just a couple of bad rounds and I'll be back at a scratch or something. That's okay.
You need to shoot a 68, my friend, to shoot level.
Yeah.
So you probably need to shoot a 65 to realistically win. Maybe you can. Maybe the course is short enough for you to shoot a 65. I think the course is in good enough condition to do that. So good luck with that.
Yeah, thank you. I'm looking forward to a bocce. It's challenging, but there's a lot of opportunities as well.
It was really, really nice this past Tuesday. I just want to show you this little video, which shows you what it looked like at 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, what time did we get there? 7:30? This is what it looks like at 7:30. It's a bit of a winter wonderland. The only thing is missing is a Christmas tree, gents.
Yeah, but Matt, Frikkie said he's going to bring the Christmas tree. So he's definitely going to bring one there.
Jaco will have his OBS.
Okay. Ja, ek gaan definitief dit bring. En jy
Ja.
meisters.
Yeah, definitely. I need to do a refill because I think you also drank half of it on Tuesday. So yeah, I'll get a refill.
Close to. But in saying that, within an hour, by the time we reached the third, it was all gone. It was nice. It was warm. So we can only hope for the same. So when we get there on Sunday, we start at 7:40. So we've pushed it as far back as possible for the AM field because the last guys in the AM tee off at the last time and then we work backwards. But we'll finish early. So this is what we're playing for, everybody. Entry into the Classic. Last opportunity to get a free ride on the Classic. So lots to play for. Second place, Cleveland Wedge. Third place, a dozen sticks and golf balls. Fourth place, 500 credits. Fifth place, 300 credits. What I can say, when we look at the tee sheet, there is a lot of good players that didn't make it this year, which is kind of sad because it would be nice to have them, but there's only so many spots available. So I was hoping to get these guys in, but most people were available, so it becomes a bit difficult. But there's 4 days to go until Sunday, so maybe somebody gets sick, and then we can start filtering you in. We'll have to see. These are the past winners of the Open. If you go from the bottom, 2014, Richard Masbro, if you know who he is. He took the first one. That was actually at the Gary Player. 2015, Lina Versalino. You won't know him either. If you do, let me know. 2016, Jason Ivans. 27, Jaco Grobler. 2018, Pierre Grobler. 2019, Frikkie Barnard. Yay, Frikkie. It's been a while.
It's been, yeah. And I think you were in my formal as well. You and Chris too, and I think Peter Zach, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, wow, good memory. I can't remember that far back. 2020 was Luke Janssen. 2021, myself. Very surprising. I had a good day. That was probably the last time I had one of those rounds, you see, that we have, where it just all goes right. That, yeah, I won't forget that. I sunk a monster putt in the end just to secure it. 2022 was Trevor Miller. 2023, Mr. Donnie Gelderhuis. And last year was Bobby van der Spey. Now, last year it came down to a playoff. So we're going to remind you about this playoff that it came down to. It was Bobby, our man at the bottom here, Jaco Jacobs, and Ryan Jensen made it into the playoff. And this is how the playoff unfolded. Three-man playoff here at Ibotsi for the Open. Guys, what's happening? How are we feeling?
No shit.
Me, nervous, very nervous, because I've got two good guys up against me.
Jaco. Playing Jaco, we need a birdie to win.
Yeah, I think a birdie will win the playoffs. Yeah, well, first shot down the fairway.
Perfect.
Looks nicely down the fairway, let's see. My nerves is too much.
Yeah, man, kom nou. Go stats, man. Oh.
What a putt, what a birdie to win. How are you feeling?
I don't know how my feeling, man. It's ridiculous. That's what it is.
First playoff?
Yes, first playoff. My heart's pounding. I need a Brana, man.
Well played today.
Thanks, yeah. I didn't think I would make it. Off turning, I was like 3 or 4 over. Donnie, is ook Johnny, my donkey. Papa, wat heb je gezegd? Wat heb je gezegd? Lekker, well done, man. Well done. Fucking great birdie. Yes, excellent birdie. Lekker birdie.
There we have it. Does it bring back memories there, Jaco?
Oh, fifth
Yes,
spell,
man.
eh?
Yeah, no, I was thinking about the same thing. Yeah, I think that's just where I made that, that predictions, and it never came true. So, but that was soos Bobby gesê, dis nou 'n paar baie brandewyne en goed. So, Bobby made a great birdie on the playoff hole. So well done to him. I know I was also never featuring in the normal game. But I made a birdie on the last to get a 4-pointer, and that put me into the playoffs. So, good memories.
Good memories. Very good. If you're interested to know who got the most ranking points in this 3-month cycle of qualifying, Kevin Ho, 953.40 ranking points, which is a lot of ranking points. And this would have come out of one league, right? Brandon Fenter, 943.71, and then Jason Ivans was the other 922. So a lot of ranking points. So this is where the form would sit, I would imagine, with these gents. Leon Oosthuizen with his victory at Kyle Army. Vaughan Williams, victory at Houghton. Lucas Burke is there without a victory, but very steady. Frikkie is there, 732. Louis Jensen with his win at Killarney, 722. Martin Sudesh. Louis Rujan, there you are, 650 as a winner. Karapasena, 642. So it's not combined across the board. It's from the league that you qualified in. 7 Henriette. Adam Ford played well on Sunday too. Justin Boyce with a good finish at Killarney. Paul and Jenny Valencup, look how close they were. Right next to each other. One Jenny's from Sunday, one Paul from the Thursday. Ashley, he qualified through Blue Valley now. Jacobus Erasmus Donny, there you are. Tommy Fenter, I think Donny came through Sunday 1. Tommy Fenter, Fats. Then the last page, if you go all the way down, you can read it for yourself, but I want to point out Bobby, 10. Well done, Bobby. Reigning champion, you made 10 rankings.
Reigning champ, eh?
Yeah. Don't worry,
Mads,
Bobby,
you're not too far.
I'm not much better than what you were. So there I am. You'll see that Ian Holshausen's missing. So he's the only big name that has not made the cut here. So well done, everyone. So what are we gonna look at now? Before we look at the t-shirt. So yeah.
I just want to do an objection here.
What's
Fricky's saying he's struggling and he's like not playing well and he's like doing this and that and going for lessons, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like 7th on the list with the most points.
I know.
So hold on. I need to elaborate. I said my last 3 rounds has not been very good. So last 3 rounds would be a month and a half, maybe 2 months. So remember, the Open is over 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe the first 2 games in the Sunday one I played well, but the others was atrocious. And ask Maz how the shanks, how the tops, how the slices, how everything is happening. You can even ask Sudesh and Dana and Riyadh, please. It's terrible.
Fricky, one thing you do forget is we were partners, like golf partners for like 3-4 years. So I know how you freaking do it. So call a falsy on you.
Okay, let's see. Okay, next, man. Okay.
Okay, so we did some videos for you.
Handicap management.
Yeah, no, he was alluding to 100%.
There's some videos that I've got here for you. So what do we start with? We're going to start off with the pace of the greens. This is always interesting, the pace of the greens. This is what we did for you.
Yeah, how's it, duckies? For those of you wondering, this is a stimp meter, and we're going to show you how it works today, because a lot of the times you say it's saying 10 foot on the stimp meter and you don't know actually what they're talking about. So we're going to show you now. This is called a stimp meter. What we will do is we will find a flattish surface. We put the ball in the notch, and we're going to raise it slowly until the ball releases from the notch, and then we will... So that's sort of where we're going. Okay, we don't really want to go for a pin. Then what we'll do is we'll take the stimp meter.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this gives us 13 on the stimp meter downhill. So what we'll do now is we'll take the uphill and then we'll divide the two and then we'll get the average.
So we're basically going to go the same sort of line, just uphill. Ball in the notch, slowly up.
Say about 9. So you can see there's a big difference between downhill and uphill. So if you take 13 plus 9 gives you 22. So the average is then 11 on the stimp meter.
Now we've played a few holes, and I can tell you now, it is pretty quick. But we're on the 10th here, and we're putting down a hill, and we want to show you how quick this actually is. Okay, so I just got to really get this going, and I'm just going to put it outside the shadow. See, I've just touched that, and it's pretty much got to the hole. I think that's a good indication how quick it actually is. Okay, Yaku, here's your ball.
So this seems like a little bit left to right. So we're just going to roll it, start rolling. Might be too quick. I'll give it a chance. Yeah, gave it a chance. Now you always have this 1 meter return putts. So let's see if we can make it. Yeah.
I'm seeing it a little bit right to left. Obviously pace is crucial here. You got to get a good line with a good speed. Really quick, but true. So if you've been putting well, you get the greens quite fast. Pace is good, just the line was a bit offish there. see
Yeah,
even the greens
good
there.
guys.
Just continue straight. But yeah, barely touch the ball and it just channels. Good.
Obviously, don't come to us for reading the line because we all made the same mistake except for Jaco. He had it too far right, but it did look like it came kind of left and then it just went whoosh. Yeah, so it is. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the tee sheet. Here's the first tee, everybody. Bobby van der Spey, Shannon Schaefer, Koen Pretorius Sr. will take us off. There are the handicaps. You can see them for yourself. Real Isaacs, Barry Fenter, Rudy Pretorius, Rudolph Broderick. This is all based on descending the ranking points. So the guys with the least ranking points to your first and the most last. Joe Momobilo, Hansi Haman, Chris Nokia, Dana Peramo, Fats, Tommy Donny, Jacobus. Jaco, you're playing with Louis Rujan and Martin. Fricky, you're playing with Lucas Vaughan Williams and Louis Jensen. This is not, let me just say, the final because there could be changes. There's still a few days to go. What do you think, gents? Are you happy with your 4-ball, Fricky?
Yeah, look, I think we're going to do another 6-on challenge there. We'll take Lucas and Mr. Louis on. Me and Vaughan, we haven't played well together, but hopefully we can turn the tides at the Botse.
Cool. Jaco, happy?
Yeah, I've got a nice 4-ball. I see I'm playing with the long hitters.
Yeah, you're playing with the long hitters.
Yeah. Yes, like yeah, he's right. Yes.
Okay, let's have a look at the 10th.
Have fun.
Rajan, there you are. +4. Good luck with your +4.
Thank you. I
Flicky
appreciate
8.
it.
Flicky 8. That should be interesting. I don't really see anybody else that sticks out. Let's have a look at the 10th. Myself, Sarel, Gerard Snyman, Peter Zak, Lucie Janssen, Dewald van Rensburg, Josh Datnow, Granville Williams, Henry Vermeulen, Andre Wessels, Henry Sim, Jamie Sherry, Ashley Herman, Jenny and Paul Vanenkamp playing together, Justin Boyce, Adam Ford, Stefan Henrit, Gerard Zeno Sudesh. And then Leon Oestes and Jason Ivans, Brandon Fenter, and Kevin Ho take off the last spot. It's nice to see that Leon is not double stroking anymore. I think Jason off a 6 will be interesting. And then Kevin off a 12. Luckily, he's lost 2 shots to give other people a chance because he's been playing very, very well. Anybody else you want to single out here, boys?
Well, Mazza, your 4-ball looks pretty nice.
Yeah, that should be okay.
Yeah. Lekker 7 eystertjie na Gerard.
Yeah. So there it is. This will be
if I
sent
can
out
add
shortly.
to that, Naz, all these 4-balls, yes, there's a lot of good players, huh?
For sure.
Honestly, I think, there's at least maybe 10 to 15 players that has a chance to win it, huh? That makes it difficult.
Yeah, it's going to be great to see who's there at the end.
Mazza,
Just needs to be
you
the
also
day.
mentioned that, sorry, Donnie, go for it.
No, I'm just saying it's like it all depends. It's just who hits the ball, who's got the luck on the day. It can be anybody's game.
Okay.
So
100%.
Lekker.
So, Mazza, you mentioned that there's a couple of A-list guys that's not playing. But if you look at that specific diversity of Duckhook at this point, where Jaco now mentioned there's a couple of guys that can also win. So it's amazing how Duckhook has grown, in a sense of the diversity of players that we have, in the Open now.
For sure. Yeah. Even Hansi says, can't believe Jamie's going to play Ibotse because Jamie hates Ibotse. Jean, this is your second Open that you're playing. People might not know that. How did you do in your first Open?
I actually played with Jaco, and I think we played with Trevor that year that won. To be honest with you, if I'm not, I didn't do too badly. I think I made our level for the day, which was good. For challenging Ibotse, I think Donnie mentioned it earlier. There's a few Ibotse. If you keep it together, you can the mix. You can either win it or sit down. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah, I can recall that as well. I think that our nemesis was number 12. I think in our 4-ball there was a 6, 8, and 2 10s. because of medals. So no, that destroyed us. About the 4-ball, yes.
Speaking of the 12th, we did a little video there too. And what we did was a full scramble between the four of us to see if we can actually make a birdie. And this is how it unfolded. So boys, we've reached the ultimate par 5 12th. We know that for our Duckhook boys, it's very difficult, and especially when it's medal, but we're playing a full scramble to see if we can make a birdie. So here we go. Can we take my ball because it's the best? Oh, I hit that good, Jaco. Hit that perfect. I should film more of these things because I've been crap up
Yeah.
until now.
Okay, now I can go for driver.
Yeah.
No
trying to make
5-wood.
birdie.
And let's see if we can hit a small cut back to the fairway.
Okay, it's at the cart. You see, that's kind of safe because it'll come off there, right?
Let's come down, yeah.
It's an all or nothing. We're either in the middle of the dam, in the houses, or down the middle.
Oh, it started off, it's going to land up in the dam, unfortunately. Well, that's going to work.
Holy
That's
fuck.
fading off the left,
Yeah.
off the bunkers. It's going to
Dean,
be in the middle of the green. That actually might be the furthest one, eh?
Dean, you're champion.
But just to put in perspective, Dean's hit it the furthest, but he hit it up there and it's rolled all the way there. And there's not much space left for the water. Have a go, Dean. Oh, that's left.
There's 280, but as we know, it's running a lot on the fairway, so let's see if we can pitch at 230 and it will run out. So
Aiming at the big bunk at the back,
that's
right?
it, yeah.
That bunker there. No, it's going to work.
I didn't hit it well, but yeah, it's going to work.
Oh, he has smoked
It
it,
needs
but I
to
think
sit
it's gonna
down,
just
it's-
fade off. Maybe. If you've reached that bunker in front of the green, that's a great shot. Just to show you, this is the best one. How far? I would say about 60 odd.
That's 60 meters, yes. I'm just going to hit a lob wedge here. I see the pin is on the front, so we just want to clear the front of the green, and it's to check.
No, that's good.
That looks good.
Oh, that's superb. I think we can.
Oh.
Look, well, let's zoom in. Boys, we can make this bird, no problem. Also nice.
Great shot.
Big bounce. Wow,
Yeah,
very
very
good.
nice.
That's actually
Oh.
inside.
Oh!
Wow. Look
Jeez,
at you
nice playing.
boys. Dean, good shot. Thank you. And you put it inside, Paul.
Jeez, if I can get it inside those two.
Also good. What's happening here? Okay, that's a bit left.
Yeah, the short game like that.
I'd take it.
No, I haven't. I've come up short. All right, let's go make this bird.
Coming from the right, I think. Not much. One
Can
ball
Dean
right.
be the first one to make the bird?
Yeah, what a putt.
Oh, it's done.
Easy game,
It's done.
easy game.
So there we have it. A scramble between 4 people, birdie is possible. Who will make birdie at the Open? I would like to know on the next show so that we can see how good you really are. Good luck on the 12th. Rajan will make birdie, no problem. He'll be there in 2, putting for eagle.
I'm gonna try my best.
Absolutely. Work.
Donnie, have you made a birdie on that hole?
Yeah, the year that I won.
Oh, did you? Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've made par on that hole ever. Probably at some point. So there we have it.
Yeah.
So
I'm
if
sure
we
you
play a
did.
full scramble, we can make a birdie. All right, I've got one video left to play, and this is afterwards. And we sat with the boys to do a bit of a preview so they can tell you what they thought after the round. And let's start. I'm going to ask you, Jaco, what did you think? And first of all, hopper 7 tee off. That's going to make a difference.
Yeah, Mas. Okay, let's start with the conditioning of the course. The course is in very good condition.
The course is actually playing short. You know, the drives are rolling a lot. Greens are very receptive. So if you guys want to, you've got two options for the greens. Rather you can attack the pins, and then, or you can run it short and it will roll up. Tee off time, sure. In my case, I will have a lot of OBS, painkillers, and then I'm settled for the day.
Yeah. Paul, first time you played the course. Nice practice run. What did you think?
Yeah, what a lovely course, man. I really enjoyed it. It was great to get a practice round in, especially with you and Yaku, knowing the course well, because if I came out here and just seat drive everywhere, I would have been nowhere. But the round went all right. I think on Sunday, after playing today, I think it could be good. I loved the greens. I thought the condition was great. Bunkers were decent. So, yeah, I think if you're just smart and strategic, yeah, it could make a good score.
What would be your strategy?
I think my big thing is to not try and play the distance. I always try to hit it as far as I can, which here is just not going to work. The holes where I took it easy and got the swing smooth and played shorter clubs actually went really well. So I think just to not let the ego bite and just play a bit short will be my strategy.
Henry, how did you go? Sneaky little practice round?
Yeah, I sneaked one in just behind you guys. Actually met you guys on the course. You didn't know I was here, but yeah, I think it went well. Although I played two balls, I did have a low score on the one that counted. But I also think I agree with the other guys. Early tee off time, be warm up a little bit, and yeah, play strategic. Don't just go for it. And yeah, I think bunkers were good. I was only in one, but it was a fairway bunker. Yeah, lips are high, so yeah, maybe just keep that in mind.
What do you think a winning score could be around here? What do you think you'd be happy with?
I think on the day, maybe 3 under. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I think maybe that would be a good score.
You're right. Paul, for you, good score?
Yeah, I think Henry's spot on there. I think about a 3 under and you're going to be in contention for sure. 3 under sounds great.
Jaco, you won a playoff last year with 2 others.
Yeah, I think 3 under is a good score. It also depends on whether the wind is going to blow. Because the last 9 we played a little bit of wind. That will definitely have a factor. 3 under is a good score. I think maybe even a higher. You know, if you hit it in the shorts and you make a couple of putts, it is definitely achievable. So -4.
-4. Dean, how did you go? You played okay.
Yeah, thought I played quite well. Quite sad I didn't make the Open, but still good. Great course. To be honest, it's probably one of the better courses I've actually played, especially on Duckhook. You know, the vast variety we play. This is one of the better ones I've actually played.
Winning score, you said?
Winning score, I'd probably go. I'm gonna say a -5.
Cool, boys. Anything to add?
No, we definitely want to see you guys on Sunday, and it's going to be fun.
Good luck.
Okay.
There we have it. I hope you got everything you needed out of that little preview. Thank you to the boys who assisted us with the preview. It's always nice to go out and be there in the flesh. Fricky, give me your prediction.
Look, Mason, I can't remember that the Open has ever been a massive high-scoring event. So I would say
medal.
-3. Yeah, correct. So I would say about -3.
Okay, Donnie?
I'm going to go -2.
Okay.
I think it's going to be chilly in the morning. It's going to be cold, and if the wind blows, it's going to be even chillier. So I think -2.
Rajan?
Yeah, -2, -3, depending on the weather on the day. The golf course is firm. It's cold. If the wind comes up, -2. That's my score.
Cool. Things to remind you of. It's metal, right? Be on time. You get a code there, so when you get there, you can just say playing golf. The other thing is everything is red stakes, lateral. So if you hit it into the bushes, you drop there and you keep going, because if we have to keep reloading, we'll be there forever. So don't forget that.
And man, entry.
Say again?
Points of entry.
Point of entry, yes. There's 2 holes that I can think of. The 12th, if you don't cross the water of your tee shot, you can drop it at the beginning of the fairway. There's a drop zone there.
Yeah.
And the 13th is the same. If you don't cross, there's a drop zone at the beginning of that fairway. But if you hit it over the fairway and then into the water, you can drop further up where you've crossed. Jaco, was there anything else?
Correct.
18 is the same. If you're in the water, there's a drop zone on the other side.
Yeah. As I mentioned in the video, the course is actually in very good condition. It's just holes number 16 and 17 that's due your R in the fairways. But, it's free drop. So, furthermore, it's really in good condition.
Yeah, those fairways have a bit of plumbing going on, shall we say. Okay. That's it, everybody. Guys playing the Open, good luck. Your information will be sent tomorrow, Friday. Then you know exactly what's happening. And then let's crown another major champion. Who will be the next Open champion? Until the next time, enjoy the rest of your evening. Blue Stakes at Tibotsi. Yes, Moritz, that's on the 17th. You can't go in there. And on the 9th, you can't go in there. On the 18th, you can't go in there. So those are the 3 holes. But we know. Blue Stakes, you can't go in, but you play it as red. You just drop it there anyway. You can't play out of it. If you find your ball in the red stakes, you have to play it. So don't, if you find it and it's dead, then you have to drop. Okay. Happy?
Lekker.
Mooi. Until the next time. Cheers, boys.